Shalom, Israel. Happy Sabbath. I'm teacher Hezekiah. I want to thank you for tuning in to Law Life Israelite School. All praise to the Most High. I pray that your week has been well. Tonight's class, I'm not going to go into much, but one very important thing that we overlook a lot. We get caught up in our daily activities. We get caught up in our dreams and goals and visions, and we fail to seek the Most High. Once we seek the Most High, even when you wake up in the morning, I hope that you give it glory to the Most High. Thanks to the Most High for giving you another day to rise out the bed, to be able to walk, to be able to breathe, to even have a job to go to, have a roof of put on your head, to know His knowledge, to know His will, to know Him in truth and in spirit. No more do we know the lies. We don't deal in the lies. We have been enlightened with the truth, how the Most High looks, and what ways He wants us to carry ourselves, who He sent His Son for, the things that we've learned in the scriptures since you've been awakened. You've had this Bible for years in your family. You've seen the Bible, you heard about the Bible, but never knew about it because we never seek the Most High. We seek to please men, to please women, to please ourselves. So we have to start doing that. You have to seek the Most High in everything you do. Seek Him first, and He's going to guide you along the way. Let's go to 1 Peter 2:2. Because if it wasn't for the Most High, we'll still be blind. We'll still be walking around here possibly in Christianity, like a lot of our brothers and sisters are still in, but they don't seek the Most High. They seek what the enemy has taught them, what men continue to teach them, the traditions of men, their own lusts. So that's what they seek. They don't actually seek the Most High. We may say it with our mouths, but we don't do it spiritually. We don't do it with our minds, with our heart, which is our mind. Let's go to 1 Peter 2:2. As newborn babes desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby. We got to sincere. Seek the Most High with sincerity. I did a class. Love the Most High. The Most High has feelings. We don't think about that. We don't consider that. And in our everyday life, and in our things that we do, this Bible, this book of the law, the commandments, guides us. And if you do accordingly, you're going to prosper. You're going to get those things that you desire if the Most High chooses to give you that. But the chief things in life is, let's get that. We're going to the Apocrypha right quick. Chief things in life. But we get caught up in our jobs. We get caught up in our dreams, our goals, our desires. And there ain't nothing wrong with desiring, having goals, and seeking things. As long as you put the Most High first, do what He tells you, and He'll give you that if that's what He wants to give you. So we're going to go into the book of Sirach in the Apocrypha, Ecclesiasticus chapter 29, and I must read verse 21. The chief thing for life is water and bread and clothing and a house to cover shame. So the chief things in life, a lot of us think the chief things in life is making $1 million. We think the chief thing in life is having a big house or having a doctorate degree, degrees, or going on cruises, or having fancy jewelry and clothing, or being famous and popular. That's what we think is the chief things in life. But the Most High says the chief thing for life is water and bread. Food, substance, water. This is the Bible. According to Ephesians 5:26, this water which baptizes us in the word, which is that spiritual water. And bread, substance, you got to eat. Christ also said a man can't live on bread alone. And He says clothing. Of course, can't walk around here naked. Can't do that. So you got to have clothing on and a house to cover shame, somewhere to rest your head, somewhere to take shelter from the rain, from the heat, from the cold weather. Those are the chief things in life. But a lot of us have a perspective that the chief thing in life is having fancy things or having recognition as being top-notch executives or whatever it may be, whatever that desire may be. But we don't desire to seek the Most High first. Seek His ways, seek His laws, seek what He chooses for us to do. A lot of us had goals and dreams to be maybe in the music business or be an actor, be a doctor. And when you came to this truth, your path may have changed. Yet you can use some of those attributes you had, like a good work ethic. But when you seek the Most High and you want to know this truth, you get caught up in this truth. And we gotta make sure we balance that by seeking the Most High first, and then tamper with our things that we desire. And He'll give it to you. He will give it to you. I'm gonna get a example before I go into the most of the scriptures that I want to go into. Let's go to 1 Kings 3 and 5. 1 Kings in the Old Testament 3 and 5. We're going to touch on our forefather, King Solomon, known to be the wisest king ever. Let's see what he desired first when he was made king. 1 Kings chapter 3 and verse 5. In Gibeon, the Lord appeared to Solomon in a dream by night, and God said, ask what I shall give thee. So the Most High came to Solomon in a dream. He told him, what you want, I give it to you. What you ask of, I give it thee. Verse 6. And Solomon said, thou hast showed unto thy servant David, my father, great mercy. Because the Most High showed David mercy. If you know the story of David, how he had a brother killed in war, how he slept with the brother's wife, that was adultery. You murdered your brother. And Most High showed mercy to show you that all the adversities and all the wickedness we have been in, the Most High could show you mercy, because He said, I show mercy upon whom I choose. But the Most High said David was after his own heart, because David was seeking the Most High. He wanted to please the Most High. And we do make mistakes, which is a good example of King David. So we can know if we fall, we get caught up in all this work and not thinking about the Most High, snap out of it, come back to Him. He'll show you some mercy. Okay, let me go back to verse 6. And Solomon said, thou hast showed unto thy servant David, my father, great mercy, according as he walked before thee in truth. Because David walked before the Most High in truth. A lot of us don't do that. Our people are still stuck in these doctrines and these denominations and all these idol worshiping and all these lusts for worldly things. They don't walk with the Most High in truth. They don't even walk with the Most High, period. They think they do, but they don't. In truth and in righteousness and in uprightness of heart with thee, and thou hast kept him for thy great kindness, that thou hast given him a son to sit in his throne as it is this day. And you allow his seed to carry on, to reign. You put his son in the throne now. That's showing mercy and blessings, because David was about the Most High, even though he had his stumbling block at that one period of time, which we all have. But he desired the Most High. And now, O Lord my God, thou hast made thy servant king instead of David my father, and I am but a little child. I know not how to go out or come in. He said, I'm unlearned, Most High. I don't know how I don't even know how to come in, how to go out. I don't know how to handle this position as being the king. That the brother was humble. The brother just didn't get rank or a position like we do in the world. We'll get a supervisor job. We used to push the broom. Now we walk around and tell people to push the broom. We get all high and mighty, but not Solomon. Solomon said, I don't know which way to go. I don't know how to operate this rulership. And thy servant is in the midst of thy people, which thou hast chosen, a great people that cannot be numbered, nor counted for a multitude. You don't put me in charge of your people, your chosen people. I can't count them. They can't be numbered. They're great people. And let's read that again. And thy servant is in the midst of thy people, which thou hast chosen. You brothers and sisters who have been awakened to the Most High, give to his truth and his knowledge. You don't know the importance and the power that we possess. We be out here fussing and all this madness amongst each other while our brothers and sisters are still watching. People are still learning, trying to learn and desiring, seeking the Most High first, but a stumbling block, a fool with a doctrine that goes against what this Bible is telling us. So Solomon was like, I'm in control of your chosen people. Us teachers, we got to be an example. Show humbleness, show kindness, show meekness, show authority when that time comes. But you got to know how to do that. Solomon said, I didn't know how to come in and go out. But if you seek the Most High, he would give you that understanding and knowledge. And thy servant is in the midst of thy people, which thou hast chosen, a great people that cannot be numbered nor counted for multitude. Give therefore thy servant an understanding heart. He said, give me an understanding heart. We don't desire that. We don't seek that. I know some scriptures. I know how to go precept upon precept on a little thing, but you don't know the understanding of it all. And you get puffed and big-headed. Understanding heart, to judge thy people, that I may discern between good and bad. Give me the knowledge and understanding to know the difference between what's good to do and what's not good to do. Give me that understanding, Most High, please. You seeking the Most High, you talking to him. You asking desire to look over his flock, over his people. He says that I may discern between good and bad. For who is able to judge this thy so great a people? How can we do this? By seeking the Most High, asking him for the counsel. And where you find his counsel? In these scriptures. Seek the Most High first, and he's going to give you the answers to everything. Verse 10, and the speech pleased the Lord that Solomon had asked this thing. So what Solomon said pleased the Most High. Sound good to his ears. This brother humble. Now, I like that. I gave him rulership. He didn't go asking for all this. We're going to get into that. And God said unto him, because thou hast asked this thing and hast not asked for thyself, he didn't ask for himself. Most of us, we get in certain situations for our own gain, for vain glory. We don't do it for the Most High. We don't do it because the Most High woke us up, gave us the knowledge and understanding to look over his flock and his people to help guide them and bring them in, being a good example. No, we'll put on the uniform and still act crazy, act like nuts. Think we God, think we Christ. We Paul. We wiser than the apostles, coming in with our own stuff. That's because you don't seek the Most High. You ain't seeking what he wants you to do. You going off into your own little whatevers. And God said unto him, because thou hast asked this thing and hast not asked for thyself long life. You didn't ask for long life. That's just like if you had got these shows where they have a genie, a so-called genie. You find this genie lamp, you rub it, give you 3 wishes. What you ask for? Stuff. Give me long life. Give me money. Give me this. We don't ever say, oh, you know what? I want to know what the Most High wants. I want wisdom and understanding. I want to be great at serving the Most High. That's just an analogy. So there ain't no genie ballers out there, if anybody wondering. Thyself a long life, neither hast thou asked riches for thyself. He didn't even ask for riches, and he was made king. Give me all the gold in the world, Most High. I'm the king. I want to live long. I want to spend money. He didn't ask for money. Nor hast thou asked the life of thy enemies. And he didn't ask for the life of his enemies. We all have enemies. We all got, even the heathen, even in amongst us, Brothers are hating one another over stupid petty stuff at the same token. But he didn't ask, kill them off. Can't stand them. He didn't ask for that. But has asked for thyself understanding to discern judgment. You ask for understanding to make better decisions in your judgment. And how you do that? When you seek the Most High, you're going to make better decisions. Because you're going to do according to the mind of the Most High. You're going to do according to the word of the Most High. And that's how you make better decisions. Instead of going off on your own knowledge, you go based on what the Bible says, the book of the law says. And that's seeking him. You seek to go here to find a solution instead of just, I remember how I used to do it. I'm going to do it this way. No. Behold, I have done according to thy word. Lo, I have given thee wise and an understanding heart. Most High said, I'm giving you that. You got wisdom because you desire, these my people. So you seek to do what was pleasing to me first, how to judge my people. He didn't go in, yeah, this my people. Yeah, you do this, you do that. If you don't do it, gotta go. You're not serving the Most High. You're not thinking about his people. They're just like you let somebody babysit your child and they go off to the left, beating your child up, doing them all dead wrong. Instead of, how do I care for your child? Oh, this is a list? Okay. This how he may act? This how you do to solve that problem? Okay. We got the guy right here. And it's the Most High, his words. Behold, I have done according to thy word. Lo, I have given thee wise and understanding heart, so that there was none like thee before thee, neither after thee shall any arise like unto you. Saying there wasn't one like you before, and there will never be one after you like you. Wise. But today, a lot of brothers think they're wiser than Solomon. They think they're wiser than Christ. They think they're wiser than the Most High. Because they ain't using this properly. They ain't seeking him first, seeing what he says is wise, what he says is understanding, what he says is right. We go off our own understanding. And I have also given thee that which thou hast not asked, both riches and honor. You didn't ask for money, but you know what? I'm giving it to you. Bonus. Keeping God's laws, the rest of that stuff gonna come. Seeking the Most High first, doing what he tell you, or the rest gonna come. Proven right here. Bonus. Since you ain't asked, he gonna give you a treat. Riches. Riches and honor. He got the fame. Solomon was a well-known king. They came to see his kingdom, how he run. So that there shall not be any among the kings like unto thee all thy days. And if thou wilt walk in my ways to keep my statutes and my commandments, as thy father David did walk, then I will lengthen thy days. So he said, you keep my commandments, do me first, and I'll lengthen your days. I'll prolong your life. I'll give you anything you want. Seeking the Most High first. Let's go to Matthew chapter 6. I'm gonna touch in Matthew 6. Seeking the Most High. Seek these laws, statutes, and commandments, because this is our structure. This is our foundation. This is how we're supposed to roll. And you know what? He said the love in 1 John 5:3, for the love of God is to keep my commandments. My commandments are not grievous. They're not hard to do. You learn them, apply them. Do your best to apply them. Keep doing it. But you know what? We don't do that. Because we don't really care what the Most High. I ain't seeking no Most High. I know now. I know some scriptures. I'm on. What's up? Let me do it. I got it. I can take over. Start rigging this stuff. But anyway, Matthew chapter 6 and verse 1. Take heed, do not your alms before men, to be seen of them. Otherwise, ye have no reward of your Father which is in heaven. Okay. When we giving alms, whether it's monetary, whether it's an alms deed, we don't have to let everybody know. It says, take heed that ye do not your alms before men. That's the ones who will do stuff and, oh, I did this, I did that, I helped paint that, I helped did this. You ain't got to tell everybody because the Most High know what you're doing. He says, before men to be seen of them, because a lot of us, we're not seeking to please the Most High first. We seek to please a man. We seek to please their woman first. So when we do stuff, we want their approval. We want to see what they got to say. We want to hear a pat on the back. Good job. Hey, you're going to get that. You're going to get it. You ain't got to talk about it. Otherwise, you have no reward of your Father which is in heaven. You're doing it for vainglory the Most High. I don't even pay that no attention. Like they were another puffed up head Negro. Next, gonna move you out the way, bring up the next brother and sister. Verse 2, therefore, when thou doest thine alms, do not sound a trumpet before thee. I gave this, I did that. Don't sound trumpet. Don't Most High don't want to hear it. You don't think he know? You don't think so? As the hypocrites do. He said there are hypocrites who do that. Not seeking me, they seeking to please men, seek the people, get that fame and glory of what they do. In the synagogues and in the streets, that they may have glory of men. Like I said, people do it, they're not seeking God first to please God first. They seek to please men. And that's the Bible, Christ was telling us not to do that. Don't do that. You ain't got to do that. Verily I say unto you say unto you, they have their reward. They got their reward. That pat on the back. Way to go, man. That brother in the spirit. He did that. Okay. There go your reward. Because you did it with not the intentions of the Most High. You did it to get the glory of men. So you got your glory. I'm this. I'm super Israelite, Israel. Even in the workplace, you got the coon taskmaster, supervisor. You got the super employee, want to outdo everybody. Look, I typed up all these documents. Give them a gold star, and there go your reward. Because when you retire, you ain't got no pension check. You just sitting there, then worked all your life and don't have no reward. Because you got it. You got that gold star when you was in the cafeteria. Verse 3, but when thou doest alms, let not thy left hand know what thy right hand doeth. You ain't got to let nobody know. It's your business. It's between you and the Most High. Because you don't want to get that, because let me tell you what that also does. Say you making a log of what people are giving. Okay, sister such and such gave this, brother such and such gave that. Well, you know what to do. Then you're talking about it. You're doing it. You're letting the left hand know what the right hand doing. That can cause spirit. Why they just give $4? Why I got to give $1,700? You know, a bunch of madness. That's nobody's business. Nobody's business. Seek me first, and I'll tell you how to do this. We get instructions. So we seek the Most High, how He wants us to do it, instead of running out on our own vainglory. But when thou doest alms, let not thy left hand know what thy right hand doeth, that thine alms may be in secret, that they may be in secret. And thy Father which seeth in secret, Himself shall reward thee openly. You'll get that openly reward. You ain't got to tell nobody. The Most High gonna make it known. He gonna make it known. But the purpose of why I went over that was touching on alms or doing things for people. You highly got a good work ethic at your job. You just do your job. Do what you got to do. The thing is, our people don't seek the Most High first. They'll go off on their own thing, on their own vainglory. That's why Christ had to relate that to us, because He saw that. Of course, that had to be going on. You got the ballers, got to show off what they're doing. You know what? Hypocrites. That's what He called them. Hypocrites. And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are. And now He's talking about when you pray. Because you know what? They ain't praying to the Most High. Their mind ain't seeking the Most High first. It's all about men pleasing. Oh, that brother, they'll do the best prayer. We wait on this prayer. Just like in these Christianity churches, where they be in there praying for 2 hours, crank up the music, pass the plate. And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and in the corners of the streets. I don't know if y'all ever seen it, but I've witnessed so-called churches out in the streets. They praying on people, holding their hands. Because you know what? They want to say, you didn't want people saying, look at them. There's some holy people right there. There's some righteous people right there. Them God's children right there. They get in that glory of man, not seeking the Most High. Most High said, man, don't be doing that. Don't need to be out all in the streets. Okay, in the corners of the streets, that they may be seen of men. Not seen of the Most High. They ain't seeking to see what the Most High feel and how he want to roll. I need that brother. I need them sisters to see me. Look at my fringes. I got these long fringes on. I'm going to put my hands up and face the east. And I got some good prayers I'm about to say. You ain't got to do all that. Yeah, we pray together. And then, of course, you go pray together sometime. But when you're doing it for vain glory, to say, oh, that brother there, he in the spirit. He praying for everybody. In that mind right there, yeah, they like that. And he don't even really give a darn about you. I don't seen it before. That they may be seen by men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. You're going to get your reward. That boy can pray. That sister prayed her head wrap off. Pastor did this. Vain glory, not seeking the Most High first. But verse 6, but thou when thou prayest, enter into thy closet. So go into your closet. You ain't got to be all open, is what it's talking about. You ain't got to literally go in the closet and pray. Be open to yourself. Or you can go into a closet and pray. He said, go in the closet, and when thou hast shut thy door, pray to thy Father which is in secret. You ain't got to let everybody know what you're praying about. You ain't got to do that. And thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. He gonna answer your prayers, because you ain't doing it for men to see. You ain't saying it for somebody to say, yeah, that sister there, that brother there, they in the spirit. They love their people. Or they love Caesar Borgia or them. But anyway, and you'll get your reward openly. When you seek the Most High doing it according to his way, he's going to give you that reward openly, it says. Meaning people going to recognize your good works. People going to recognize your spirituality. They're going to know that. They're going to know this is a good brother, this is a good sister, just by your actions. And you know your desire is for the Most High first. This brother ain't doing this for no vainglory. Nobody trying to get a million YouTube clicks. What they gonna prosper? Hope we don't even want to repent, but that's another story. But thou reward thee openly. But when ye pray, use not vain repetitions. That's why I say, because you'll hear a lot of repetitions in a lot of prayers. Keep saying the same thing. Vain repetitions, lying. Vain repetitions, as the heathens do. As the heathens do. Because that's what our people do. We do after the heathens. So that lets you know the heathens be praying too. That's another story. We'll go into that. Heathens do. For they think that they shall be heard for their much speaking. That's why a lot of people do a lot of this, a lot of babbling, even in prayer. Because that's what the scripture said. They think that they shall be heard for their much speaking. All that talking. Too much talking. Too much. Hey, stop. Pastor in the church, I told they praying for 2 hours. Just so you can say, man, that pastor prayed his head off today. And then our Israelite brothers do it too. Israelite sisters doing it too. Because that's who Christ talking to. You Israelites. Continue to read. Verse 8. Be not ye therefore like unto them, for your Father knoweth what things ye have need of before ye ask him. See, the Most High already know. Because you know what? He looked at you first. He knows your needs. Just like you had your child, you as a parent, you know the needs of your children before they even ask for it. You know they need some food. You know they need clothing. You know these things as a parent. The Most High is our Father. You don't think our Father know what we need? He tend to us first, his children. Just like we need to tend to him and seek him. You ain't gonna go seek a stranger for your needs. You go to your parents first. And continue to go. Verse 9. After this manner, therefore, pray ye. So Christ taught us how to pray. He was teaching us how to pray. I'm going to go down. So you can read verses 9 to 13. Christ teaches you how to pray. If you don't know how to pray, here's how Christ taught you how to pray. I'll just say the first part, verse 9. After this manner, therefore, pray ye. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. You seeking the Most High first. He told you, seek the Most High first. Our Father, which art in heaven. Some of us, Lord, just give me this. Just like a kid. I got a kid, they don't say, hey, Daddy, how you doing, Father? I miss you, Daddy. What you doing? Daddy, can I get $700? Daddy, can I get this and that? Daddy, can I have this? You're like, okay. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing fine. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Seek the Most High first, man. I'm going to go down to verse 14. For if ye forgive men their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive your trespasses. So this is going into us forgiving one another. And the Most High will forgive us. But if you seek God and know how he'll roll, you'll know, I need to forgive this brother. I need to forgive this sister. Because if I want forgiveness from my Father, I got to forgive my brothers and sisters. But no, you know what? We harbor that stuff because we don't seek God and his ways. We're not seeking the commandments. We're not seeking to walk in his statutes because we go off our own feelings, get caught up in our emotions. Verse 15, but if you forgive not men their trespasses, neither will your Father forgive you your trespasses. You ain't gonna be able to go to the Most High. He ain't gonna forgive you. Because you didn't have the knowledge and understanding which Solomon asked for to discern and be a better judge of the people. You don't know how to do that. You don't know how to give, you don't know how to forgive nobody. Then we constantly going back and forth. You're like, ain't no forgiveness in that. Everybody continue to battle each other. So seek the Most High. He's going to teach you how to have that wisdom, how to have that understanding, how to have that forgiving heart. Because you know what? The Most High is very merciful. He's very forgiving. So if you searched out your father first to see how, you know how they say that boy act just like his father. He acts just like his daddy. Because he's seeking the actions and the examples of the Father. Look at today. A lot of our brothers following their fathers, not at home. Going around being sister pregnant, leaving. Verse 16. Moreover, when you fast, be not as the hypocrites. Now he talk about fasting. When you fasting, a lot of us don't do it seeking the Most High. We want to seek vainglory. We want to seek the gratitude of men to hear what they got to say about it. Let me continue to read. Moreover, when ye fast, be not as the hypocrites. Hypocrites, there go that word. Hypocrite. Just deceivers, liars, pretenders. Of a sad countenance, they be all sad. What wrong with you, brother? Man, we fasting, man. You know, this real man fasting. Hey man, this dude fast. They ain't ate nothing. They can't put no toothbrush in their mouth, man. That brother, they're bad. That brother in the spirit. Of a sad countenance, for they disfigure their faces, that they may appear unto men to fast. We all coming out hungry, looking, you growling, your hair all messed up. Like, bruh, you might need to stop fasting, cuz you look like you about to pass out. That's what you want. You want that pity. You want that sympathy. Because you know what? You ain't seeking the Most High. You fasting to get an evil spirit off you. You fasting to the Most High to acknowledge you, give you more wisdom. Trying to, seeking the Most High first. But no, you want to seek the gratification of men. Appear unto men to fast. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. You're going to get your reward. That brother, them, that sister, them may be fasting, but I seen him. Dude looking hungry. Face out, he was looking like he was about to hurl, bro. You know how you get them hunger pains, you hungry, then you feel like your stomach about to spit up. Our people crazy, man. We are lunatics. We're lunatics. So seek the Most High. The Most High gonna guide you how to properly do things. If you go off your own thing just to get some vainglory, that's your reward right there. That's gonna be your reward. Whatever that person give you their glory about. Verse 17. But thou, when thou fastest, anoint thy head and wash thy face. See how we get structure? See how we get directions, instruction how to do? Because you seek the Most High. He's telling you right now, man, anoint your head, brush your hair, put some oil in your hair. Walking around here all dry, dandruff head up, talking about you fasting, so somebody can pity you. It says, and Christ said, and wash your face. You gotta teach you how to take a bath. Wash your face, man. Don't be walking around here all face all the figure. You seeking the Most High. You gotta come to the Most High clean. Most High don't want no balm all up in his face. He ain't finna give you that pity party. He already know what you need. He already know what you desire. I already know what they want. He finna ask for some money. He ain't thinking about me. They ain't ask me how I'm doing. Okay, verse 18. That thou appear not unto men to fast. So he said, clean yourself up. Nobody gotta know y'all fasting. I'm fasting. Okay. You don't look like it. Oh, what's a fast look? Oh, somebody to do with his face all toe up and hair all nappy. Oh, okay. Now that's just a brother need to comb his head and wash his face. That thou appear not unto men to fast, but unto thy Father, which is in secret. Do it to the Most High. Stop seeking this gratification of men, the applause from people. Seek the Most High, which seeth in secret and shall reward thee openly. Then you're going to get that reward. The Most High going to give you that fame. He going to give you that honor because you're doing it in sincerity to him and not to the glorification of men, people. You're not doing that. You're doing it in sincerity to the Most High. I'm fasting for real, Most High. Answer my prayers. I got this wicked, lustful spirit on me. I got this lying spirit on me. I got this spirit on me. I just can't. I hate brothers. I got a grudge spirit on me. Take it off me, please. Okay. Verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. Say, don't lay up your treasures, your wants, everything you desire, your goods on earth. Put your mind above on the Most High. Put your mind on getting in the kingdom. You think you're gonna get in the kingdom because you got a stack of your bank account got 50 zeros after it? Because when you put the devil, them 50 zeros gonna still be there. But you ain't put no thought in the Most High. So when you got to go stand before him, you're going to be looking at you. I'm just saying, I don't know. But you got to stand before the Most High. Then what? You think you give a darn about them 50 zeros you had at the end of that two? He said, don't lay up your treasure. Don't lay up your desires on earth. You know, especially over here, like this stuff going to burn up. What you going to do? Yeah, we got to have the cheap things in life. Shelter, clothes, food, happiness. Yeah, we in captivity. You want that. You desire that. But it's a way to get that. Not to get the flashy things just to impress somebody. No. You don't go get a $100,000 car just so you can ride up the street and say, oh, they be like, look at that bad car. Okay, now what? Now what? You go down the street, get robbed. You land up your treasures, your wants, your desire on earth, and not thinking about the afterlife, the after death part. You study and seek the Most High and keep His laws, statutes, commandments. He'll give you some nice stuff. But your mind was on Him first. People can steal. They say, well, moth and rust do corrupt. These gadgets and things, we don't necessarily got to have all that. This stuff ain't nothing. This material thing is temporary. And you're not seeking the Most High first when you go after it. We'll work 500 hours a week just to have an iPad. I got to have this iPad. I need it. So you're going to be in that wilderness, Lord's willing. Be in the wilderness. I miss my iPhone. Mine still ain't on the Most High. Going to be put to death if we don't repent. Verse 20, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven. Christ said, lay up treasures in heaven. You better put your mind on kingdom. Put your mind on that. Cheap things, as long as you got some bread, you got some food, you got something to cover your back, your butt, you got a roof over your head. But that ain't enough for us. We got to have it all. I got to have it all. I want an 1,800 room mansion, but it ain't but two of us. Oh, and I got to show it on television. I got to call all my friends. Then when Christ returned, that 1,800 room mansion gonna be on flames within 1 hour, because you ain't put your mind up in the treasures of heaven. Stack up righteous deeds, righteous works towards the Most High. Stack up that treasure. Put that in your bank. It says, let me go back up to 20. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. They can't get this. A moth can't eat this up. It won't rust. Thieves can't take this away. A thief can't take away this knowledge that we've obtained from the Most High. These laws, statutes, and commandments. We seek the Most High. They can't take our fault. They can't take the fact we Israel from us. And He gonna give us the kingdom if we keep His commandments. Let's go to Sirach right quick. I want to go to Sirach 29 and 11. We're going to precept this verse 20. But lay up for thyself treasures in heaven, seeking the Most High first. Seeking Him first. We're going to the book of Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 29. Let's see what this treasure we need to be laying up. Sirach, Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 29 and verse 11. Lay up thy treasure according to the commandments of the Most High. That's that treasure we need to lay up. The commandments. Lay it in your mind. Lay it in your soul and your spirit so you can get into the kingdom. Then we can have the nice gold paved streets, the nice palaces made out of all precious types of stones. Have servants and handmaids. When you desire that, but you know what? We have a brother or sister. I don't want no slaves. I don't want no servants. I'm seeking the Most High because that's what I want. I'm going to just keep it real. Why not? I'm tired of serving in this captivity. And the Most High, our Father, promised us something. Hey, seek me first, do what I tell you, and I'll give you this. It's really not grievous. But anyway, lay up thy treasures according to the commandments of the Most High, and it shall bring thee more profit than gold. You keep these commandments, is worth more than gold, silver, any materialistic thing you can name. Knowing the Most High, what pleases Him. Knowing what pleases Him. Let's go over to Sirach. We're gonna stay in the same book. But we're going to chapter 19. Chapter 19. And I want verse, I'm going to start at verse 18. So, Ecclesiastes and Apocrypha, chapter 19 and verse 18. The fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of him. Seeking him first, fearing him first. That's the first step. A lot of us, I'm repenting, I'm an Israelite. I'm going out on these streets to teach just so other brothers can see me. So they can say, that brother, that can teach. That brother got some scriptures. That brother be cutting them. But you know what? That brother ain't got the Most High in his mind. His mind don't get that clap from everybody else. Walking back in that school and like, yeah, that brother there in the spirit right there. Shalom. Or you that brother who still lost, that sister still lost in the sauce out here in these doctrines. You got all these fancy things. But you know what? You don't even help your people. You don't think about the Most High people. You think about yourself. You think about your own desires, your own lusts. So the first step, it says the fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of him. And wisdom attaineth his love. We don't seek the love of the Most High first. We want the things first. Then we'll say, I want to thank God for this award that I received. You ain't thought about God and your actions and what you did to get what you got. Because a lot of it be evil. A lot of it be doing people dead wrong to, you're stepping on them to get success. You stepping on them to get those riches and that fame. Then you want to put the Most High in it. I want to thank God. Then you really just giving that up to Baal, Satan, because you didn't do according to what the Most High said. You didn't lay up your treasure in heaven by keeping the commandments, using his ways, his thought process. You did it according to what men did to get that stuff that they accumulated. They'll tell you, you got to step on people's toes sometimes. Sometimes you got to just do them wrong. Hey, that's your motto. That's what you got to live by. My motto, live your life by the law, the Most High law. And he should give you that. Let's go back to, I want to go back to, I want something else out of there. I think I want to drop down to verse, I'm going to continue to read. I'm in Sirach still, Ecclesiasticus chapter 19. I'm going to read verse 19. So the first step is to fear the Most High and obtain his love. The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life, and they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality. See, we don't seek to please the Most High. We please our own lusts, our own appetites, our own desires. But if you do that first to the Most High, just like he gave Solomon everything. Gave him wisdom, understanding, gold, whatever. Gave it to him. He didn't even ask for it. You ain't even got to ask for it. That's just like you got a child. That child in school, that child, for one thing, at home, obeying the parents or the parent, doing what that mother or father tells them, whoever the head of that household at the period of time, doing it. Go to school, excellent conduct, doing what they got to do. Always courteous and nice and humble. What you gonna do? You give that child stuff. You spoil that child. My baby, good. You want some new shoes, baby? They ain't even got to ask for it. You want this new thing here? They ain't even have to ask for it. You get treated openly by obeying. Obey the Most High first. Seek him first, and he'll give you. He said, I give you that openly. Don't be doing it to get no gratification from somebody else. Do it for me. I'm going to go back to Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 29. I'm going to read verse 11 again. This precepts with Matthew chapter 6 and verse 20. Lay up thy treasure according to the commandments of the Most High, and it shall bring thee more profit than gold. That's the kingdom. Who don't want the kingdom? A lot of us don't want it. We say we want it, but we don't do what it takes to get it. So I'm back in Matthew chapter 6. Back in Matthew chapter 6 and verse 20. But lay up yourselves treasures in heaven, the commandments. That's that treasure, which is above from the Most High, his ways, his word, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. They can't take this away from you now. Then you know there's truth. You know the Most High, what pleases Him. Can't nobody take it away unless you give it away. They can't take it. You have to give it to them. Verse 21. For where your treasure is, there is where your heart be also. If your mind ain't on the Most High, where He tells first, your mind. If your mind in these streets, in your goals and your ambitions first, that's where your heart is. That's where your mind is. But if it ain't up there, treasure in heaven, the commandments, it's all for vain glory. You're gonna get that pat on the back, and that's it. That's your reward. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Wherever you desire is, that's where your mind will be on. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. You got your mind on that one thing, single. You get caught up on everything. I gotta have all this. I gotta have all that. I gotta have this. I gotta have all that. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. It ain't straightforward. It ain't single. On the Most High, desire doing what He wants you to do. But if thine eye be evil, thy body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thy eye be in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? So if your mind set not on the Most High, it's darkness. Your whole life is a shadow of death. Because that's what you see. You seeing things, you doing things according to your own lust, not according to the Most High. Verse 24, no man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and Mammon. So you can't be torn between. You either going to be seeking the Most High what He desires, or you're going to seek what man desires. Man desires you to be wealthy, be famous, having all the women, having gone everywhere. That's all we want. That's what we grow up in. That's what we desire. We don't desire what the Most High want me to do. I'm gonna seek Him first, do what He tell me, then I can go out and play. Wherever the playground He set up for you. Mammon. It says you can't serve God or Mammon. Let's get the definition of Mammon right quick. I'm gonna wrap it up here soon. Mammon. This is the Baker's Consensus Dictionary of Religion. So this is a dictionary that has a lot of words from the Bible in it. So Mammon, New Testament word for money, materialism, or reliance on wealth instead of God. A lot of us want to desire the money and the material stuff instead of desiring the Most High. It says, or reliance on wealth instead of God. A lot of people think they can buy their way into the kingdom. That's why they fill the churches up. They think they telling how much I'm giving my tithe. I'm giving this, and I gave some extra offerings in the other 10 other baskets that was sent across me. Yeah, I did that. I put that in there. You relying on your money instead of the Most High, because you didn't seek the Most High and see what He wanted you to do first. You seeking men. You seeking the gratification of this world. You don't lay your treasures up in heaven, as Christ was telling us. Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body, what ye shall put on. Is not the life more than meat? Is the body than raiment, more than raiment? So Christ is telling, don't be worried about all this materialistic stuff. You need to worry about the Most High. He gonna feed you. He gonna clothe you just like a child. If you had a child, you just gonna let your child not eat. You gonna let your child run around naked. You ain't gonna cover your child. Same with the Most High. Seek Him first. He gonna take care of you. He gonna take care of you. So I'm not gonna go into much more of that. the edification I pray that y'all get out of this class is seek the Most High first. Desire him first, and everything else will come after. Don't stop desiring to be men pleasers. Stop doing it. We got to snap out of it. We get into these scriptures and still be on to the left. Get caught up in the hoopla. Get caught up in the rah-rah. Get caught up in the Most High. Set your treasure up in heaven. All right. We're going to break bread. We're going to break bread. I said I wasn't going to be long tonight. So I pray that you brothers and sisters start seeking the Most High first in everything you do. Just because we know these scriptures, we know where to turn to, we know what the Sabbath is, all the high holy days, things of that sort. You still must seek the Most High. You still, I'm gonna go to a couple more scriptures right quick. I'm sorry. Let's go to back in the Apocrypha. I'm just read a couple of verses in here. I'm gonna go a couple of verses in here. I'm going to the Apocrypha. I'm going to the song of the three holy children. The song of the three holy children. It's in the Apocrypha. It's after Baruch. It's after Baruch. And it's before Baal and the dragon. And what I'm going to read out of here, the elements got to give praises to the Most High first. But we don't think like that. We want to get the praises of the people first. Get the praise of the Most High. Let the Most High glorify and honor you openly. So I'm going to go into this, the song of the three holy children. And I want to start, at verse 30. Blessed art thou in the temple of thy holy glory, and to be praised and glorified above all forever. Okay? I'm going to jump down. I want to jump down. Verse 34. I'm going to go to verse 34. O all ye works of the Lord, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. So he said all the works of the Lord, and we are part of that work. We're that work the Most High created. And we got to give praises to the Most High above all forever. Meaning, give it to him first. Go to him first. Don't go try to get this men approvals. Don't go do that. O ye heavens, this is verse 35. O ye heavens, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O ye angels of the Lord, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O all ye waters that be above the heaven, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O all ye powers of the Lord, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. O ye sun and moon, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. So if you read this scriptures here in the Apocrypha, the songs of the three holy children, they going over and they telling all the elements, all the works of the Most High. Give praises to him first. Go to him first. Seek him first. But we don't do that. So we're going to break bread. Just wanted to put that thought in the heads of our people. So we're going to break bread, brothers and sisters. Pray that the class has been edifying. For I have received of the Lord that which I also deliver unto you, that the Lord Jesus, the same night in which he was betrayed, took bread. And when he had given thanks, he brake it and said, Take, eat, this is my body, which is broken for you. This do in remembrance of me. After the same manner also he took the cup when he had supped, saying, This cup is the New Testament in my blood. This do ye as often as ye drink it in remembrance of me. For as often as ye eat this bread and drink of this cup, ye do show the Lord's death till he come. Wherefore, whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Lord unworthily shall be guilty of the body and the blood of the Lord. But let a man examine himself, so let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup. For he that eateth and drinketh unworthily eateth and drinketh damnation to himself, not discerning the Lord's body. For this cause many are weak and sickly among you, and many sleep. In the name of the Messiah, our Lord, Savior, and King, and first group, we pray. Amen. Even here, it says, not discerning the Lord's body. Not even thinking about the Most High. Not thinking about his son's body. Seeking him first. And we don't discern. We don't think about that. We don't examine that first. Going to Matthew chapter 26 and verse 6. Matthew chapter 26 and verse 6. So all praise to the Most High for his knowledge, for his understanding, for his wisdom, giving us the ability to discern between good and bad. All because, you know what? We were seeking him first. We sought out him first. We searched for the Most High, what pleases him. Let's see what desires he needs us to do. Then he gave us that. He gave you these dark parables. He's going to give you the understanding of all his secrets. Matthew chapter 26 and verse 6. Now when Jesus was in Bethany in the house of Simon the leper, there came unto him a woman having an alabaster box of very precious ointment, and poured it on his head as he sat at meat. So Christ, the Messiah, was at this in Bethany eating, and this woman came and poured this precious ointment upon his head when he sat down eating. But when the disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, to what purpose is this waste? The disciples was mad, asking the sister, why are you wasting this oil, pouring it on Christ's head? But for this ointment might have been sold for much and given to the poor. We could have sold this and gave it to the poor. When Jesus understood it, he said unto them, why trouble ye the woman? For she hath wrought a good work upon me. He said, why y'all bothering this sister? She did a good work upon me. She was thinking about Christ, had her mind on the Most High, his son, his word. For ye have the poor always with you, but me ye have not always. So Christ would let them know, you're going to always have the poor with you, but me, I'm not going to be here anymore, physically with you all the time. For ye have the poor with you always with you, but me ye have not always. For in that she had poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial. So the sister was preparing Christ for his burial because he was crucified. Verily I say unto you, whatsoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there shall also that this woman have done be told for a memorial. We was given a commandment. Every time this word goes out, every time we give this good news, every time we give you the knowledge and understanding of the Most High, you must be called to remembrance of what this sister did by pouring that ointment upon the Messiah's head. And with that, brothers and sisters, I pray you have a blessed and restful Sabbath.